Is anybody looking Christmassy? Oh, I can see a few, oh yeah, right at the back, some flashing lights. Anybody Christmassy over here? Anybody in the Christmas spirit? You know, 2 weeks today it'll be all over. And I thought, trying to get in here today, that everybody was Christmas shopping. It's pandemonium outside today, so apologies for the slightly delayed start, but we do know that there's probably still 2,000 people trying to get in here. There's about 4 big events on at the NEC today, so for those of you who are here very early, we're very sorry that you've had to wait a little bit for us to get started. It's our last success day of the year. Have you got enough energy after this year? Oh, some rowdy person on the second row. Good, that's what we need. Well, 2015 has been just an amazing year for Forever UK, and part of today is us thanking you for the amazing contribution. We were recognised earlier on in the year, as you know, as the #1 country in the Forever world, and I tell you what, I don't think anybody's going to beat us when we get to South Africa in April. I'm confident we will be the #1 again, because we are over 70% growth this year. So give yourselves a big whoop and a cheer. So we're going to celebrate that success today. We've got an international cast today. We've got some international guests that I'd like to introduce you to, so that during the course of the day you can say hi to them. The first one is actually backstage, but you will see him later. He's from Forever France, and he organises the success days in France, Algiers, Morocco, all sorts of beautiful places. And his name, oh, he's here, Paul. Give everybody a wave today. Here's Paul from the France office. Thank you for being with us. So today we get a chance to practice our French. Does anybody know anything? Bonjour. Bonjour, Paul. Comment ça va, or something like that? Is that good? Merci. I'm almost fluent for a Brummie. That's good, isn't it? Over here, we have our team from Italy, Giancarlo Negri and his team from the Italian office. Ciao. Bella. Pizza. Cornetto. I'm great with languages, you can tell. We've also got in the room today somewhere, but I can't spot them yet, some of our team from Iceland. Where's our Icelandic team? Are you in today? If you are, I can't see you, but say hi to the Icelandic group too. Here's an embarrassing confession. I've worked for 15 years in Iceland, and I still only know 3 words. And every year the FBOs kindly club together for my Christmas present, which for the last few years has been a CD that says Learn Icelandic. So I'm hoping that if they come back next year, I'll be able to say more than just bless, which I think is the only word that I remember in Icelandic. Who's our new people today? Who is in the room for the first time today? We'd love you to stand, because we want to take a look at you. Let's have a look at our newcomers. Whoa, lots of you. Fantastic. It's great to see so many of you here, and we really appreciate being so close to Christmas that you gave up a day to be with us. And I know that by the end of today you'll have a great view of what Forever's all about, and I hope that you leave today excited about your potential for 2016 if you take on board the learning from today, get inspired by our speakers and our recognitions today. Because today for us is a day of celebrating your success, the success of our FBOs that are working through the marketing plan, recognizing the courage that you've had in making the decision to be your own boss, to be entrepreneurial. And sometimes when we do that, we do face challenges. Sometimes we have even the people close to us say to us, oh, you must be crazy. You've joined some sort of pyramid scheme, or it's a cult. you'll hear all sorts of things from people who sometimes are saying that in a well-meaning way because they have no knowledge of our business and they're trying to protect you. But sometimes they're saying it because they don't want to see you get ahead. And what I want you to do, the new people today, is take inspiration from those who have gone before you, who for over 20 years here in the UK have created an organization that's changed the lives of thousands. And for certain today, what you will see is real-life evidence that our opportunity is the best opportunity in the world. And you'll see today people from the age of 18 being recognized through to people in their older years. And for me, that's one of the beauties of our business model. It doesn't matter where you've come from, what qualifications you've got, what your past experience might have been. It's about setting yourself some exciting goals for the future and taking advantage of an opportunity that's in the right place at the right time. 1 month ago in Ireland, in Dublin, we recognized one of our youngest FBOs, age 18, at the manager position, still at college, and she said one of the great benefits of her short time with Forever had been that unlike many of her other student colleagues, she wasn't getting into debt while she was taking her exams and getting her qualifications. Her Forever business was creating an income for her. In fact, she said, I think I'm going to leave college with several thousand euros already in the bank as a result of having got involved with Forever and enjoyed the flexibility of being able to carry on what she was doing as a student, learning, and at the same time build something for herself. We see people in their later years that join us, often because they've had a great benefit from the product and they share that enthusiasm with others. And so no matter what your background is, I can promise you that if you take on board the learnings from today, 2016 can be just an amazing year for you. So for the benefit of those of you who are here as our guests or here brand new to Forever, let me share with you a little bit about the Forever story. This is a business that for over 37 years has provided home-based entrepreneurial opportunities for people all around the country. In fact, all around the world. From small, humble beginnings, our founder on the screen, Rex Morn in Phoenix, Arizona, 37 years ago, had a vision of providing the best quality health products and at the same time a business model that was flexible enough for anybody and everybody to take advantage of. We're still a family business, we're still privately owned, and I love that about Forever. I love it because I believe it gives us much more control. We don't have to change our business model because we have an institutional shareholder like a bank or a pension fund. We have a board of directors, many of whom have been with us for over 3 decades, along with the younger guys too. So we have a great deal of experience and a great deal of excitement to look forward to for the future. A very clear vision of where we want to be. And we now operate in over 150 countries around the world. I've introduced you to a few of them this morning. But what that means to you as a business owner is that when you meet people from other countries, whether they are friends and family that you have living in those countries, or whether they're strangers you meet when you're on holiday, you have the opportunity of sharing your business with them, and if they choose to get involved, they become part of your international team. And I'm sure during the course of the day, you're going to hear from many of our speakers about the very many countries in which they do business operating here from the UK. We're cash rich, we're debt free. When we open up in new marketplaces, we fund the development of those marketplaces from our profits in our successful countries, like the UK. We have over $1.5 billion worth of assets, much of which is prime property, which was Rex's original career and background. Over $2.6 billion worth of global sales. And in 2014, here in the UK, we turned over 70 million pounds at retail values. I'm pleased to tell you, and of course we don't have the December figures yet, we're only part way through the month, but we will be easily through 120 million this year. Thanks to the great energy, excitement and commitment of you guys. And certainly what we're seeing in the UK business now is people joining us and building businesses faster than I've ever seen in my entire time with Forever. And I believe that's because the timing is right for us. I believe it's because there are many other factors that are positively influencing our growth, like the marketplace for our products. I believe technology has helped each and every one of us be able to communicate better. And one of the goals that we have from today is for you to grab one of these hashtag Success Day signs and tweet for us to see whether we can be the #1 trending company over the weekend, which would make our social media guy, Ron, it would make his Christmas. So do you want to see Ron happy? We'll start tweeting through the day then, and let's see if we can be trending at #1 this weekend. So let's talk about the first of those growth sectors, and that's the marketplace. We have an aging population. We have a population that's more aware about their health. We have, across Europe, highest levels of obesity levels that we've ever seen. And so there is a massive marketplace for safe, natural products that help people achieve their health goals. And that's essentially the marketplace that we're in. It's a marketplace that has gathered momentum over the last decade. The internet now enables us to Google all sorts of things about our health. And that in many ways has helped us as a business, because I can promise you that our core product range, which is based around the aloe vera plant, when I started as a Forever business owner 20 years ago, there were very many people in the UK who didn't even know what aloe vera was. And so our awareness of what's good and bad for us now is higher than ever. We know that there are things that we can do to positively impact upon our future health, like exercise, like drinking water, like eating the right sorts of food, like getting good levels of sleep, and like taking the best nutritional route that we can. And that's very much the marketplace that we're in. And each year we reinvest millions of dollars of our profits into the development of new products, so that as Forever business owners, each year we've got new products that we can share with our existing customers, and we've got new products in which we can create even more customers from. We're what's called a vertically integrated company, so we own and control very much of the manufacturing process, so we know exactly what goes into our products. And I believe the biggest statement that we make about our products is that we have, each and every one of us, at our disposal, a 60-day unconditional money-back guarantee. And I think when you're first starting, that's a massive benefit to have, that you can share the benefits of our products with your friends and family, in the knowledge that if they don't like them, they can bring them back. I can tell you in the UK here, we get less than half of 1% of our product that comes back under the 60-day money-back guarantee. The second trend we're riding is, I believe, more and more people wanting to escape the rat race. I live near Leamington Spa, which is where our head office is in Warwick, and probably like many towns, cities in the country, every morning the train station is packed with people who commute several hours, some of them into a job that they don't really like, to commute several hours back. And I think more and more people now are asking the question, surely there must be another way. And I believe our business model and its flexibility means that people in that scenario can start developing their own home-based business in the nooks and crannies of their life. And when you hear the stories of many of our FBOs, that's exactly how they started, juggling family commitments or juggling work commitments with their Forever business. And over time, they built their Forever business to the point where they were able to say bye-bye to the boss. So I believe the timing for our type of business model is absolutely perfect. And what we're seeing, and you can see evidence of it in this room today, is that very many of our young people today are recognizing there's no such thing as a job for life. It's difficult to get paid what you think you're worth. You're under tremendous pressure often when you're in an employed environment, and so why not be an entrepreneur? And that's why our method of marketing, multi-level or network marketing, is growing all around the world. It's a highly regulated industry, but there are more and more manufacturers recognizing that this is a perfect way to get your product to market. through highly motivated individuals who can set their own goals on a daily basis, who can decide how much or how little they want to earn from their forever business. And I think one of the beauties of our business is that you're never going to get a letter from the head office saying you need to do more. When you wake in the morning as a forever business owner, you completely set your own agenda. You can decide to put 10 minutes into it, 10 hours into it, or whatever you want to do. And equally, you can decide what income you would eventually like to earn from our business. And today, coming across the stage, you'll see people who've become millionaires from the very same business model that you're just getting started in. So whether it is that you want to just simply create an extra 100, 200, 300 pounds a month on a very, very part-time basis, fantastic. This is a model that'll help you do that probably in the first week or two. Equally, if you're in the audience today thinking, I'd love to be my own boss and earning the same or more money than I do in my daytime job, the very same model will accommodate that too. It's an exciting time to be in Forever Living and in our industry. One of the big advantages I think we have as a company is the infrastructure of support that we have in place to encourage those of you who are just getting started. The vast majority of people who are joining us have never done anything like this before. And we recognize that we can only continue to be successful if we're able to help and guide people from all sorts of backgrounds to change their life and become entrepreneurial. So days like today, you can attend to get inspiration and get knowledge. Around the country, we have very many locations in which we run regular meetings. You will have joined as part of somebody else's team, who in turn is part of somebody else's team. And there's a massive amount of support in what we call your upline. So when we describe a forever business owner, we say, here's somebody who is in business for themselves, but they're definitely not by themselves. You just need to ask for help, and it's there. And that'll help you develop the entrepreneurial skills that you need, develop the knowledge that you need about our product and about our business to be able to go on and achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. We're proud as a head office team to be part of the Investor in People program. We are part of the Direct Selling Association, and we've won many awards from the DSA for the quality of our support and training. So for those of you in the room for the first time thinking, can I do this? Will I get support? The answer most definitely is yes. As a head office team, we also work really, really closely with all of our leading forever business owners. And so the materials that you get to help you, the training courses that you can attend to help you, have been put together by not the head office team, but by leaders who've walked the walk before you, whose shoes and feet you can step into to learn what you need to learn. And the first group I'd like to introduce you to are our Forever VIPs. These are our leading forever business owners here in the UK. They have been instrumental in putting the UK business on the map, and I can promise you, so many different forever countries around the world love to get their hands on our training material, and it's as a result of the collaborative approach of our leaders that we've been able to achieve that. So if anybody's part of the Forever Leadership Group in the room, I can see Jane for starters. Stand and give everybody a wave, please, so we can see you. Keith, Claire, I can see. Claire, I can see. Thank you guys for your contribution this year. Oh, Nat, I didn't see you. I'm going blind. You're on the front row. Thank you for the great contribution you've made this year. The second group are our Forever VIPs, and to be part of that group, you need to be part of the advisory board, the ADD group, the Eagle group, or the Chairman's Bonus group. If our VIPs could stand, please. Thank you for a great year and for your contribution this year. The next group are our advisory board. They help us with product development. They help us with education. They not only are qualified in their respective fields, but they're also successful business owners. On the far left, we have Dr. Peter Atherton. Is Peter in the room today? Give him a cheer. Oh, there he is. Yeah, thank you, Peter, for a great year. Peter's our resident doctor. We have our resident vet, David Urch. Is David in the room today? Hard to spot, David. If he is, give us a wave. David, thank you. I can see you. Thank you for a great year. David helped us immensely develop the product into the animal world. Lots and lots of animal owners now wanting to look after their animals in a safe, natural way. I know Dawn isn't with us. For those of you who know Dawn, she still has some health challenges, but she did text me to say to you she wishes you all a very Merry Christmas, and she will be back in action next year. So we wish Dawn all the best there. Dawn's our skincare, nutritional and beauty specialist. And on the far right of your screen, you have Louise Riley, who is our flawless cosmetic specialist, our skin specialist, and also, latterly, our sports products and C9 specialist. So, Louise, are you in the room today? Ah, there you are. There's Louise. Thank you, guys, for the great job that you've done for us this year. Our next group are our area development directors. We had our final meeting of the year this year, yesterday, with our ADDs. This group are responsible around the country for putting on company-run trainings, company-run opportunity meetings. And so, if you're new, these can be an invaluable group when you have perhaps a friend or family member or prospect in another part of the country that you want to send to a meeting. The ADDs there have got a support structure. So if you go on to Forever Knowledge, look at your part of the country, you'll be able to see who's running the meetings in that part of the country, and equally if you've got guests or prospects for another part of the country, you can check out how they can get their information wherever they live. So if our ADDs would like to stand, let's recognize them. Thank you for a great, successful year. So, in summary, for those of you here for the first time today, I believe this is a business that's perfectly placed for the times that we find ourselves in. People wanting to be healthier, people wanting to lead healthier lives, to live longer, coupled with a growing number of people across the UK who would love to be more in control of their financial future. I'd encourage you to listen carefully to the stories today of the people who are already achieving success in Forever. And I think if you do that, what you'll conclude is that we are more alike than different, meaning that any person, should they have the motivation and will to do so, can become a successful Forever business owner. And one of the things I'd love you to do today is just to learn to perhaps dream again, to open your minds to the potential. How different could your life look 12 months from now if you took on board a few simple concepts and went to work? And I think as you listen to our stories today from both our trainers and from the testimonials of people who are getting recognized, you'll find that very, very many of them, starting from maybe a skeptical point where they wondered, is this business real? Is it true? Could it work for me? Have gone on to achieve amazing things in a short period of time. And for me, that's one of the most exciting things about being at events like this, about interacting with very many of you on a monthly basis by email or by phone call. We definitely change people's lives. And whilst we're known as the company that grows more aloe vera than anybody else in the world, what I believe we do also is grow people. And that might seem a strange thing to say, but I can promise you what I see in so many of you is that as a result of being in a positive, supportive environment, you've grown as people, you're more confident, and the beauty, the excitement about our businesses, you can't be successful in our business unless you've helped lots and lots of people get what they want. And I know for very many people in the room today, the people coming across the stage will be proud, but very many of you will be proud too, because you had the courage at some point in the past to talk to that person and encourage them to see that the future could be different.